Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about a story that I saw trending on Twitter a couple of days ago. It's the story of some people that are trying to defend why it is okay for a 70-year-old man to marry a 13-year-old girl. I said girl, not woman, because I don't see a 13-year-old as a woman. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be talking about in this episode. But before I go on, if you have not already subscribed, why? Why? Really? What are you waiting for? It is free. It is absolutely free. You don't ever get charged. Click on that red like button right now. Subscribe. Like this video if you enjoy it. Like I said, this is the story of some people trying to defend why it is okay for a 70-year-old why it is okay for a 70-year-old to marry a 13-year-old girl. And I'm trying to look for the story. So I don't know the origin of the story. I don't know how it started, but somebody said that you are a sick bastard if you find a 13-year-old sexually attractive. You deserve to be burnt at the stake. So I see a lot of men under the comment section, under these tweets, responding to her, saying that why is it not okay for a 13-year-old to marry a 70-year-old? I wouldn't have thought about this if not for some reasons, and the reason is that these people are trying to hide under the umbrella of religion. I don't know if that makes sense. They are trying to say it is Islamic and all that. Personally, I don't like discussing religion because I think it is a very, very sensitive matter, and before you know it, you think you are making sense, but before you know it, you are already committing sin. So I try to stay away from talking about religious matter as much as I can. But then this issue has been going on for too long. I am a woman. I'm going to have children one day, and I don't ever want this to happen to my children. And I feel like somebody has to stand up and talk about it. These people are saying that that it is Islamic, that it is the same thing that the Prophet did. Prophet married Aisha when she was still very, very young, at a very, very young age. First and foremost, I tried to read a lot of articles based on this before I decided to talk about it, because I feel like it would not make sense for me to just come here and just come and show how ignorant I am. So I researched a lot about this topic, and I tried to look for how old she was when the Prophet really married her. And there were some articles that said she was 6-year-old when she got married, when she got engaged, but the marriage was consummated at 9-year-old, like when she was 9. That was when the marriage was consummated. There were some other articles that said that she got married at 18. There were some that said that she got married at 16. There were some that said, there was another article that said that she got married between the age of 12 and 18. All that aside, but these people choose to go with the one that says she got married at 6 because they are looking for something to validate their own pedophilic mindset. Something is very, very common among we humans. We only remember that we need to follow the Prophet. We only remember that we need to follow what he did during his time when we are trying to validate something that we are doing, when we are trying to look for an excuse for doing a certain thing that we are doing. Like, we leave out the reasons. I mean, even if he says something, we leave out the other parts of the statement that he made, and then we go with the part that best suits us, that is very convenient for us to follow. That is why I'm going to call most of us convenience followership when it is convenient for us. Like, we only choose what is convenient for us among what he did during his time to follow. There are a lot of the Prophet's sunnah that we don't follow. There are a lot of things that the Prophet did not do during his time that we are doing now. But we don't remember that we need to do all of the things that he did during his own time when it is not convenient for us. But we only remember to follow the sunnah when it is convenient for us. And we leave out the clause that was behind, the reason that was behind him doing that thing at that time. You guys, some people are going to come out and say that the world is now civilized. The Prophet did not use brush at that time because there was no toothbrush, there was no toothpaste. That was why he only used chewing stick and all that. But you are not seeing that the world is now civilized, and you should not marry an underage girl. You did not see that. And aside that, these people are saying it is okay for a 70-year-old man to marry a 13-year-old. Is this girl happy in that marriage? Like we heard in the story, we heard from the hadith, we heard from all of these articles that we are reading, that the wife Aisha, she was happy in her marriage. She was happily married. But how many of these underage girls that are dragged into marriage these days are happy in their own marriage? How many of them? It is these same people that will come outside and say, Allah said we should, it is okay for Muslim men to marry 4 wives. But they would leave out the clause that comes after that saying, that it is okay for you to marry 4 wives. The only thing that they want to hear is that it is okay for you to marry 4 wives. So they go ahead and marry the 4 wives. And when you ask them, why are you marrying more than 1 wife and all that, they say Muslim men are allowed to marry 4 wives. Okay, what about the clause that comes after it that says, if you can be just among them? And Allah himself said that he is the only one that can be just among people. So what does that tell you? If you think in your mind that, okay, yes, I'll be just, you are human, you are not God. There's no way you can be just. So I'm just going to say that these people only choose what is convenient for us. They only choose what is convenient for them. They only choose the part of the religion that is that validates their own mindsets. And like I said, the reason why I decided to make this video, I am not, personally, I don't like talking about religious stuff, because before you know it, you think you are making sense, but before you know it, you're already committing sins. And I don't want to be adding sins to the ones that I already commit every day. So I don't really like to be talking about religious matter. But this one has been going on for too long, and I see a lot of people under these comments saying, yeah, it is Muslim thing, it is kiniko kiniko. I just want to say that Islam is a religion. Islam is a faith. It is a faith that is practiced by billions of people. So I just want to say, you should not judge this faith by one person's character. I'm not going to say that because I see a Yoruba man acting this way, I see a Yoruba man doing something bad. I'm not going to address the whole of the Yoruba clan with that man's bad behavior. I am not going to say because a black man did this thing, a black man committed murder, I'm not going to, because of that, say that all black men are murderers. I mean, I'm not going to say that because a white man committed a crime, all whites are criminals. So because a man did something, somebody choose to act this way, you should not use that person's character to judge a whole religion. Don't use it to judge a whole faith. Islam is a faith that is practiced by billions of people in the world. You don't judge the whole Islam. Like, I saw a video on Instagram a few months back about a woman that her son was killed, and then she came face to face with the murderer in court, and they asked her what she has to say to the murderer. She said that she forgive him. She said the only thing she's going to be doing for him, she has to do for him right now, is to be praying for him. And then she goes on to say that she's going to be visiting him frequently, and she will be praying for him, because all that the murderer needs now is prayers. She kind of like just forgave him and all that. And I was seeing some people in the comment section saying that this is what Muslim people do, this is that. I guess those people are Muslims. And then some people were attacking them, saying, no, this is not a Muslim thing, the woman is just a nice person. If you don't qualify all Muslims as good because this woman choose to act good, then why should you call all Muslims bad because one Muslim choose to be bad? There are bad people in every tribe, every religion, every race in this world, and there are good people in every race, there are good people in every religion, there are good people in every tribe. Because one person chooses to be bad does not make the whole tribe bad. This is these people's mindsets. This is not what Islam teaches. I am a Muslim, I understand Islam, I understand the teaching of Islam, and I know that this is not the teaching of Islam. We can say that this is their culture, and I'm not here to attack their culture. Like, I was going through the comments and I was looking at their names, their what is it called, their Twitter handles, and I kind of assume that they are all Hausas because they have you know, names like Abubakar, Kiniko. I know there are some Yorubas that also those names, but I feel like they are common to the Hausas, so I'm going to assume that they are Hausas. So we can say that this is their own culture. I am not attacking their culture. I am not, no, I'm not, that is not why I'm here. But I am saying that you should not assume that because these people have this mindset, you should now say that all Muslims are pedophile. No. I am Muslim. My dad is a Muslim. He's not a pedophile. I don't have a brother, but I have cousins who are not pedophiles. I have uncles who are not pedophiles. And I have uncles and brothers and my father. And I have a lot of male friends that do not think like this. They do not think like these people. They do not think it is okay for a 70-year-old man to marry a 13-year-old man. Sorry, to marry a 13-year-old girl. Like, I keep saying girl because I don't see a 13-year-old as women. And then, I'm now going to go from this to saying that I think I'm tired of Nigerian feminists. Like, feminists are now very, 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 very common on the internet these days, and I feel like a lot of them are just joining the bandwagon. They don't understand what this thing really means. They don't understand what feminism really means. They don't understand why feminism was started in the first place. I just want to say that feminists, Nigerian feminists especially, we need to focus on what is actually supposed to be our focus. Shida. We need to leave these men alone. This is why feminism was started in the first place. Giving a girl child the same rights as a boy child in the society. Because I know there's nowhere in the society where they will say a 13-year-old boy should go and marry a 50-something-year-old woman. So this is what we are actually supposed to be fighting for. Not fighting why a man should not be opening door for a woman. Not fighting why a man should not say, I can allow my wife to rock this certain hairstyle. That is a grown man and grown woman's business. They have a voice. If the woman is not satisfied with her position in a relationship or a marriage, she has a mouth of her own. She can talk. She can fight for her rights. She can fight for her position. She is an adult. She can take care of herself. But these people are children. These 13-year-olds, these 12-year-olds, these 14, 15-year-olds are children without voices of their own. And these are the people we should be speaking out for. Not concerning ourselves with grown people's business. That is their own. If a woman chooses to be the breadwinner in her family and her husband chooses to stay at home, that is their business. That is their family's business. If the woman is not okay with a particular position she's holding in her family, that is her business. She has a voice. She has a voice of her own. She can stand her ground. She can fight for her position. But these people cannot fight for themselves. These are the people that we are supposed to be fighting for, and not why a man should not be opening door for a woman. So that's my take on this issue. Like I said, you don't have to agree with everything that I said in this video. If you don't agree, it is absolutely fine, but don't insult me. Don't throw me. This is a no throw zone. If you try to throw me, I'm going to show you some love by deleting your comments and blocking you. That's my own. That's what I'm going to do. So if you don't agree with what I said, if you have a different opinion, if you have a different view of what I discussed in this video, you definitely can leave me a comment in the comment section. If not, you can also leave a comment, share with your family and friends, subscribe, guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay safe, stay out of trouble, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe.